I wasn't planning on going to my wife's work party. Normally, these events were loud, awkward, and full of people I barely knew. But that night, I got a text from her, short, insistent, almost pleading. Please come. It means a lot to me. So I went. Dressed in my best suit, tying my tie with hands that were unsteady for reasons I didn't yet understand. I tried to tell myself it was just another night. Another networking event disguised as fun. But the moment we stepped in, I felt it. The subtle tension, the way people glanced at her. The way some men lingered a little too long, their smiles a little too sharp. Her boss, a man I'd met briefly at company meetings, spotted me almost immediately. He approached with that confident, predatory grin that made my stomach knot. "So you must be her husband," he said, voice dripping with curiosity and challenge. "How does it feel to be second?" I blinked. The words cut through me like ice. A challenge? An insult? I wasn't sure which, but my chest tightened as I searched my wife's eyes. She smiled nervously, tugging at my arm, but her glance didn't reassure me. It felt guilty, hesitant. I forced a calm I didn't feel. "Second? I'm not here to compete," I said evenly, my voice low, measured. Inside, my mind raced, unraveling small, uneasy threads I'd noticed over the past few weeks. Late-night texts, sudden business trips she couldn't explain, phone calls she took in another room. I had questioned myself first. Had I imagined it all? Had I been paranoid? But now doubt clung to me like a shadow. The party went on. I watched her laugh a little too easily at his jokes, lean closer than necessary, her perfume mingling with the alcohol-heavy air. The unease grew inside me, gnawing at my chest, turning memories of our shared mornings, our quiet nights into sharp-edged questions. Was this just work? Or was it something else? Later, as people mingled, I noticed a small notification flash on her phone, left carelessly on the table. A message preview from someone named Ethan. "Can't wait to see you later. Missed you today," smirking-faced. My heart sank. I tried to tell myself it was innocent, perhaps a friend, but the tone, the wink, the secrecy, it was impossible to ignore. The betrayal unfolded slowly after that night. Hidden texts, disappearing messages, excuses for late nights that didn't add up. Each revelation, each small lie, carved a new hollow in the space I thought we shared. I replayed moments in my head. The way she brushed past me that night at the party, the subtle way she avoided eye contact when her boss left the room. Each memory stung, now carrying the weight of deception. Finally, I confronted her. Not in anger, not in accusation, but in quiet desperation. We sat on the edge of our bed, the city lights filtering through the curtains. "Who is Ethan?" I asked, my voice trembling despite my efforts to stay calm. She looked down at her hands, twisting her ring nervously. "It's complicated. I didn't mean for it to happen. I wasn't thinking clearly," she whispered. "I feel guilty. I never wanted to hurt you." I wanted to scream, to shake her until she understood, to reclaim the life that felt ripped away. But I didn't. Instead, I felt something else, clarity. This wasn't about villainy. It was about choices, about human flaws, about love tangled in selfishness and desire. In the weeks that followed, I wrestled with grief, anger, and lingering affection. Memories that once brought comfort now carried sting. Quiet dinners, casual touches, even her laugh. It all felt tainted by the shadow of betrayal. But with that pain came reflection. I realized that love, no matter how deep, doesn't excuse deceit, and heartbreak doesn't erase the person I am. Eventually, I made the choice to step back. Not out of spite, but to reclaim myself. To rebuild trust in my own judgment, my own worth, and my capacity to heal. It was the hardest decision I've ever made. Letting go of someone I still loved, yet it was necessary. Months later, I can sit in the quiet of my apartment, still smelling faint traces of her perfume in the air, remembering the party, the challenge, the betrayal. And I feel something I didn't think possible in the aftermath. Peace. Not the naive peace of ignoring hurt, but the quiet, resilient peace of knowing that even after heartbreak, I survived. I learned something invaluable that night. Love can be fragile, trust can shatter, but strength, the kind that comes from choosing yourself, endures. Her betrayal taught me that. And slowly, painfully, I began to rebuild a life where my worth isn't defined by anyone else's choices, only my own.